you, welcome. My name is Stephanie, and today we're going to talk about this full face of makeup. All of the makeup products that you see on my face today, with the exception of one, because I had to make do with one, all came from the Dollar Tree, right down to the setting spray. And overall, I'm kind of happy with this look. All right, so let me take you to Naked Face Stephanie. Bye, y'all. All right, y'all. So I'm sure I've already told you from the introduction that we're about to do a full face of Dollar Tree makeup. We're going Dollar Tree. All right, you guys. So let's get started. So for the first product, I have a Clean Beauty Glow Foundation. Now this foundation is in the shade Nude. So I'm afraid this is going to be a little much for my fair skin, but let's see what we can do with it. So I'm going to use the back of my hand. Yep, this is dark. Also pretty watery, so let's see what we can come up with. All right. Let's give this a shot. And by the way, all I've got on my skin currently is just my normal skincare. Nothing crazy. And then, this actually isn't too bad. Typically, I like to put my foundation products on with a brush. And this was me over here worried that this was going to be a terrible color. And it's not the best ever. I don't think it's terrible. What do you think? I've had it much worse. I don't love it. It's a little clinging to some of my dryness. But let's be honest. I've had worse foundation that I paid more than $1.25 for. Clean Beauty Glow Foundation in the shade Nude. Oh crap, y'all. I had a primer and I forgot to put it on. Okay, so I have the Essentially Ageless Blur Face Primer by Be Pure. I can't believe I forgot to put that on. I'm distracted today because normally what it looks like on. Oh, it feels like a nice silicone primer. Tiny bit tacky. It looks like it blurred the back of my hands. Like, I'm not mad at that. I'm mad that I didn't get it on my face. But that's okay. We'll try that in a different video. I bet that would have helped with some of the patchy dryness coming out. Well, okay, so that's my fault, 100%. Let me see where I want to go next. Let's go with eyebrows. We need to go eyebrows. So I have LA Colors Brow Pencil in Dark Blonde. This was literally the only color they have. Luckily, it is my color, so I'm calling that a low-key win. I typically use the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. You guys know that because I am weirdly in love with it. But let's see what we can do here. Also, I haven't done any of my brow self-care in a while. So I have some. Do y'all get those grandpa lashes, where you get that one random eyebrow hair that's just sticking up for love of everything, just wants to wave hello to everybody, because I do. I get that one little random thing, and that's another thing that I like that tattoo studio for, because it helps make those lay down. All right, so here's one brow. Not bad, right? For $1.25. For $1.25, this looks pretty freaking good. Well, the eyebrows are definitely cousins today. They are not twins, nor really sisters, but that's okay. We'll make it work. I couldn't find a concealer. So what I wound up having to do was go to CVS and buy a brand of concealer that is what basically the brand most of this is, of LA Colors concealer, which I'm going to use here in a minute. I want to say this was $4.99 at CVS. And at CVS, they had this pigment mixer that is also, well, this is LA Girl. This is also LA Girl. They had this pigment mixer, which I got in case I wound up having to get a foundation that was way too dark so I can make it work. But, and I want to say that this was $7.99 at CVS. And again, I wound up getting the concealer. And I was not driving into Chattanooga. Oh my, y'all. This color is called Fairest. This may be too light. Let's see. Okay. Yep, it is way too light. But I didn't have much of an option even at the CVS for a shade range, which I don't really know a lot about LA Girl because it's just not a brand I've ever used before. But I will say, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Look how well that blended out, considering the fact that it was. All right, here we go. And I'm not even that pale. All right, so the next thing, let's talk about, we need to do, I got two different blushes. So let's talk about the blushes. One of them is LA Colors Peachaboo Sparkly Blush. So the reason I got this is because it's supposed to be one of those that takes your pH balance of your skin and decides what color it's going to turn on you, and it's supposed to have sparkles in it, which I really, really liked. And then the other one I got is called Clean Beauty Lip Color Cream Blush Duo. And it's in this. There's not a color on the back of it listed, but it's this pretty pink color that I really liked. So I think what I'm going to do is let's watch the LA Colors sparkle. Can y'all see the sparkle in this? Like, oh, look at it turn colors on my finger. Let's see what it's going to do on the back of my hand. Oh, y'all, that's a pretty color. I mean, it's got straight up glitter in it. Can you see the glitter? I don't think you can see it, but it's got straight up glitter in it, but it's a pretty color. Sticky. Okay, I'm not mad at this, but I'm not going to put it on my face today because I don't want to be glittery right now. Let's take a look at this Clean Beauty lip color and cream blush duo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush, spray it off with my Cinema Secrets makeup eraser. I love this stuff, y'all. It smells so good too. Like it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie. On Amazon, this stuff is pricey. It's like $20 for this size, and then the next size up, which is the refill bottle, is like $40. In my opinion, so totally worth it. All right, let's see how this stuff does. We're putting my brush in it. This may be intense. Okay, okay, all right. Clean Beauty. Do you see the glitter that's already on my nose from the LA Colors color changing blush? All right, I don't hate this. Let me put some on my nose. All right, I don't dislike this at all. Now it picked up some of the bristles from the brush, but I would expect any cream product would do that, and this brush is kind of old. But I do genuinely like the color. I like the way it went on. I feel like it blended out nicely. I mean, I can still see some of my dry patches over here from my eczema flare up, but it didn't move the foundation around. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Not for $1.25. Look, if you're out here in this world needing some decent makeup and you have a Dollar Tree near you, I say so far, I don't dislike it. I don't dislike any of it so far. All right, but now we're about to try the last cream thing that I have. So this is the LA Colors Contour Stick. And this is in the color medium. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to start up here. I'm not going to draw this all over my face until I see what it's going to do. See if I can get it blended out. Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna try this a different way. We're just putting it on my sponge. Because right now I'm not loving this. Okay. On the sponge, I hate it less. Here we go. It looks a little muddy. I'm not gonna lie. Do you see the mud? Do you see the mud? Putting it more on the thing. All right. Let me see if I can get this blended out. Yeah, I don't hate it. Oh, cat has thoughts. All right, we're gonna put on a little bit more. Let's see if we can get rid of this double chin. All right. Okay, y'all. I truly I will not recommend that concealer. I mean, no, wait, that wasn't concealer, was it? What was that? The contour stick. Because I struggled. I still don't like the way it looks on my forehead. It looks a little muddy to me. And I mean, I bet it's good for exactly what I did just there. If you want to do an amazing lip contour, now I tend to just want to put it on the very bottom of my lip because to me it makes me feel like my bottom lip looks a little fuller. If that's your goal or you want to do some very specific spot, contouring, then yeah, for $1.25, I'm not mad at it. But for all over the face, it's not for me. It's not for me. But for spot contouring, like if you're one of those people who really likes to contour like down your nose and stuff, now that's just not my vibe. I've never been into that, but I mean maybe it's something I should look at because I do have a little bit of a wide nose, but it's just not something I've typically ever done. But if that is you, I can see that because you would have way more control to draw this down and to keep the line straight than anything. And I can see it being a great lip contour if you do that. And if you do, yeah, baby. Because, that takes a lot of skill. So, next we're going to use the Infused Pressed Powder by Be Pure. So, this is another one of those clean beauty brands. This is the only pressed powder that I could find. And it provides a smooth matte finish, sets makeup, and controls shine. So I'm going to go where I put that concealer. Y'all know what? I am not mad at that concealer at all. And you know why? Because I am old and I have crepey under eyes. And do you know what I don't have? Any creasing whatsoever. And I've been sitting over here playing with my blush and stuff for a solid minute or two, probably longer. And nothing. No creases, nothing. Like, let me make sure I call you the right thing. LA Girl Pro Concealer. Pick this up. Pick this up. Pick this up in your right shade because it's still really light for me. But pick that up, man. Pick that up. All right. So we've got our eyebrows. I really wish this was a cooler color, but you know, again, for $1.25, you lost your makeup traveling, you need to pick something up. None of this is bad. I would find another way to contour, but I haven't hated any of this so far. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at, let's start with eyes. Oh, wait a second. We're going to do this last because what I did find that really shocked me was a freckle pin. Now, I mean, I know we all know I already got freckles, but I did not anticipate to find this at the Dollar Tree. So we're going to do this last because if I screw up everything with this, I want to be able to see how the makeup performs first. So let's start with eyes. So what I have here is the LA Colors Trio in the color set Iris. And I picked up the color of Iris. They had a bunch of these, right? So they had several different colors. They had a plain neutral one, they had a blue one, and I want to say they had maybe, I want to say they had a green one, but that may be an outright lie. But I know for a fact they had a neutral set, a this purple set, and then a blue set. But I wound up getting this one because the only eyeliner that I could find was this purple eyeliner. And I thought, well, we'll try to make the eyeshadow look go with the purple liner because they only had two. They had blue and purple. And I've got blue eyeliner here. And I thought, well, let's try purple because I've never put purple on my eyes before. So like as far as a liner. So let's give this a shot. I'm going to use my normal eyeshadow brushes instead of this, even though I may use this for my bottom lashes. So let me find a brush or two, and then let's get started. And I really need to sort my brushes by face brushes and then eye brushes to save a little time, or I need to prep better for videos. But right now they're just kind of all in a basket. Because when you're upstairs in your bathroom and you're just putting on your face, you don't really need it sorted out. But whenever you're, down here doing this, you kind of do. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this middle color here and I'm just going to put it all over the lid. And maybe all over the eye altogether. And no, I didn't swatch that because I think eyeshadows should really just be put on the eye. I mean, you can never really tell what's going on with an eyeshadow swatch. In theory, it would be cool and all, but it doesn't always pan out that way. Okay. There's a lot of kick up in the pan, of course, but I mean, this is $1.25, so it's to be expected to some degree. But the color payoff is there. And I'm just going in kind of lightly because I don't want to overdo anything. And I just want to make sure that we give this look the best opportunity possible to look amazing. I don't think that's too bad. I don't. I think it's a good, if you ever just want to do like a one color look, I could see this working. Like I could see wearing this to work as just a one shade option with some mascara. All right, let me see. Let's grab a different brush for this. Let's go with this one. And I'm going with the darkest color in the pan. In the palette, I guess I should say. Okay, well, this is underwhelming. Just trying to build out that crease and give it some definition. And this is very underwhelming. Okay. All right, so that middle color is not bad. This darkest color, I'm pretty sure I could sit here and put it on for the rest of the night. And we are not going to get any better than we are now. I mean, it blends out decently. You can tell that it's dragging a little bit in my eye crease. But I also have, those older eyelids where things don't always go on super smooth. Let me see if I can patch that up a little. And when I take the other color back in to just kind of blend out the edges, I seem to be taking off a lot of this color as well. Guys, I'm not going to recommend this, but let's see what we can do with this lightest color. I'm going to use my finger. Now I'm just going to kind of put it right there. Oh. All right, well, maybe the finger is the way to go for all of it. Because I don't hate that. Okay. Are you guys seeing this? Hello? Hello, LA girl. I mean, all right, I'm going to use this little thing that came with it to put on my lower lash line. Not me over here making ugly faces. But isn't that what all of us do? I mean, let's be honest. All right. Okay. My final thoughts on this. I don't love it. But again, you lose all your makeup at the airport, you can get a fairly decent look. I would suggest the fingers seem to work the best, which is okay. That was an outright lie. This darkest color is just not a winner. It's just not. I mean, even on my finger, even on the back of my hand, it's just not a winner. But these two colors, we can make it work. We can make it work. All right, keep holding, keep holding. Okay, let's throw on some liner. All right, and this is LA Colors Metallic Liquid Liner. Now, y'all, I'm not a liquid liner girly. I struggle with liquid liner. Y'all are gonna have to bear with me. Okay, just bear with me. Just hang in there with me. Let's all take some deep breaths. LA Colors Metallic Liquid Liner. Hang on. That went on fairly easily. I'm not gonna lie. My eyelids are burning a little bit. Let's see if we can make this into a wing. Let's start over here. Alright. I'm not a wing girl, so I'm kind of impressed with that. Let's see what we can do on this other side. Alright, guys. These wings are never going to be sisters. They're always going to be cousins. I'm not overly mad at it, to be honest with you. I really wish I would have had like a black liner, but you know, sometimes we're just going to have to make do with what we got. Would I recommend this? I will tell you, it is not for me. But if you want to rock a metallic purple liner, then I say go for it. For $1.25, it's not bad. It went on easily. I liked the brush applicator. Um, it does make my eyelids burn a little bit, but you know, it's not making my eyes water or anything. So I'm sure that's just whatever the metallic part is, just trying to come together. I mean, low key win, right? All right. So I also could not find an eyelash curler, but I have seen where other stores have eyelash curlers. So I'm just going to use my eyelash curler so that we can do mascara. Okay. And then for mascara, what I was able to find was Wet n Wild Mega Wear Mascara. And this is in the color Very Black. It's a very dry formula mascara. I like the one though. Oh, I I hate this. I hate everything about it. Okay, just so we're clear. Oh, and then I stabbed myself. It's fine. So just kind of leave that alone until it dries, and then we'll get it off in a minute. Y'all, I hate this with my whole soul. With my whole soul. This is not for me. I hate this. So, what I'm going to do since I hate this is I'm going to grab one of my other mascaras and I'm going to put that on. And you know what other mascara it's going to be? I also picked this up. Oh, this is also a Wet n Wild mascara. Oh, I hope. So whenever I was at CVS getting the LA Girl Pro Concealer, I also picked up this Wet n Wild Big Papa mascara. And this is Big Papa in Blackest Black. So give me just a second. Let me see if I can figure out how to get this open. And then we'll see what's up with this mascara. All right. Now, before I do that, I'm going to scrape that mascara off a little bit. I'm going to go in. There we go. Good enough. I'm going to grab my powder puff and a little more powder. And just kind of clean that up. That's good enough for what we're trying to do right now. All right. Come on, Wet n Wild. Don't fail me this time because this crap, Mega Wear, who hurt you, Wet n Wild? All right. Big Papa also has a very dry formula. The brush is interesting. So let's see what we can do. All right. Well, what do you think? Definitely better than the other one. Okay. Out of 10, 10 being the highest praise for a mascara ever, I will give this a 4. It's not terrible. It's not the worst I've ever used. It's very average. This gets like a -2. But this could also be underperforming today because I started with this and didn't bother to take it off, and maybe I should have. So, you know what? I'm going to hold my rating on this for a little while. This for sure is not for me. This I'm going to try again later when I haven't already tainted my whole thought process based on that one mascara that did me wrong, dude. Okay. Now, I was able to find lashes at the Dollar Tree, but what I was not able to find was lash glue at either one that I went to. So I have lashes. These are blue glamour lashes. It's what they had. I grabbed them. I'll use them. I just don't have a Dollar Tree lash glue at this point, but I will use these in the future. Um, so let's go ahead. Let's do lips. And then let's do this freckle pen. What do y'all think? Okay. What I'm looking for is my lip brush because I was not able to find a lip liner. So, oh y'all, you see how that's moving around? Let me roll that back down. Do you see how that's moving around in there? I don't know that that's in there. And just so we're aware, this is the LA Colors Lip Duo, and this is in the color Charmed. And then here, we'll give it a quick swatch before I put it on my face. So it's looking like just kind of a classic pink red. Okay. And I went with this color, not because I necessarily thought it would go with the look, because I do really like a red lip, but I went with this color because it was what was available. That wasn't going to be insanely dark. As I'm wiping this off on my towel that I've been using, it's just like a cherry red. Um, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at a cherry red lip. I love a cherry red lip with the right look. Now, is this the look that I would have put it with? No. But and you know what? Let's be honest. This feels nice on the lips. It does. It looks good with the way that I put it on with the liner or the way that I put it on with the lip brush. It's got good coverage. Here's the thing. I have lines in my lips, right around here. I use a straw a lot. I can already see it bleeding a little bit into those lines, which I don't love. Yeah, it's definitely bleeding into them. And if I put this gloss on it, I'm sure the bleeding is just going to be worse. So let's just take a look at this gloss and not actually put this on my face right now. This is a pretty gloss. This gloss is like fuchsia pink. There's a ton of glitter in it. Let me tell Walgreens to calm down. And I mean, that's a pretty color. And I will definitely use this separately because if I put this on top of this lipstick right now, I'm going to have lipstick all in those lines. I already know. So I'm not going to do that to you or me. What I will say is this is pretty. It's got a good mouth feel. I'm really not mad at it. If you lose your makeup at the airport and you need something to work and you can find this, I say yes. Especially if you're not like me and you don't have a lot of lines right around your mouth and these are going to bleed into it. If that is you, I say do it. For $1.25, not bad. This gloss, it wasn't sticky. It felt very glossy. There is a lot of glitter in it though, so you have to be a lover of glitter on your lips. But overall, I like that. All right. So take a second, clean that off. All right. Are y'all ready? Are we ready to do the B color freckle pen in dark brown? Let's do this on the back of my hand first. Here it is on the back of my hand. This may be a little too dark for me too. Let me see what happens. Y'all, this stuff dries down quick. Look at this. This is not going anywhere. Do you see that? Okay. I can't put this on my face. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me wet my sponge a little bit more. Oh, I wet it with the wrong thing. It's fine. Calm down. Calm down. It's going to smell good now. All right. Here's my water on my sponge. We're y'all. This freckle stuff is no joke. Hang on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dot it on my sponge, on my wet sponge that I just wet for sure. I just went way too big with these dots. Because, oh, this may be the way to go. All right, let me work this down and then let me just tap a little on. Okay, I just made muddy spots on my face for no reason. All right. And where I popped it on my face right here, it pulled up the makeup under it and so on my nose. Okay. That was okay. The Freck pin gets a no. The Freck pin gets a no. We're not, no. 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 The Freck pin gets a no. No offense to it. Maybe if we had this in a light brown, that was something more closer to my skin tone, that might work. And maybe and maybe if it was a little less waterproof, because this stuff goes on like glue. No kidding. All right. So the last thing I got was this Le Mercury matte finishing setting spray. I was very shocked to find this, but I'm excited about it. So, I mean, the mist is, I've seen worse. Let's see. All right. You get very wet with it. A lot comes out. The spray is very much like a hairspray sprayer. It dries down pretty good. It melded the makeup together well. Although it does make where I pulled the makeup off with that freckle stuff a little more obvious. But all in all, again, you lose your makeup at the airport and you need something to work for the time being. But you know what is still not acting a fool? Y'all, this concealer. If you cannot find this at the Dollar Tree, go to CVS, pay the $4.99. This stuff, not one freaking crease. Oh, you know what I do see though? Mascara flex. Wet and Wild, who hurt you with that Mega Wear mascara? Who did that to you? Like, do I need to beat up somebody or something? Because we need to talk. But anyway, LA Girl Pro Concealer is. I'm looking down at what I have here from the Dollar Tree. This is not from the Dollar Tree, but it's my favorite out of this whole look. Probably my next favorite are these two clean beauty brands. Like, I was shocked by this and the color that it came out. Like, I was unprepared. I mean, is it too dark for me? Yeah, but I mean, it's too dark here, but we can also tell that it went on well, that it's not super splotchy. I can still see my skin through it. You know, it's not too overdone. Yes. This blush, a lip color cream blush duo. I don't have anything bad to say about this. I mean, it is pigmented. It's going to go on. Be careful. But it's good. And you know what else I didn't hate? I didn't hate this Be Pure infused pressed face powder. For what it is, considering its color, I don't mind it either. What else? I think that's about it. I don't hate this look, y'all. Let me take my hair down. I don't hate this look, right? For a Dollar Tree makeup look, this is not bad. It's not bad. I mean, is it the best look I've ever had? No. But am I going to wear it to Walgreens to go pick up my prescriptions? Yep. Am I going to be ashamed of it? Not even a little bit. I want to wear this lip. Let's see what it does. I mean, look, if you lose all your makeup, if you lose all your favorite makeup at the airport, because you know sometimes they lose your baggage, and you have to make do, Dollar Tree is the way to go, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. And talk to me in the comments. And just know that I'm super thankful for you guys. Wow, I screwed this whole ending up all the way around. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. 1, 2, 3. Talk to me in the comments. What other items have you found at the Dollar Tree that you love that I need to go chase down? Because I only went to 2 and I know they have other stuff at different ones. So just know that I'm thankful for you and y'all come back and hang out with me anytime. I'll talk to you later.